Gary, defeat tonight for Whitby Town, and not a great one. Just your reaction.
Disappointed, obviously. Majorly disappointed. Really, we've just lost to a team, numerous divisions below us, and I expect us to come here and no matter what team I put out and win the game. And that's no disrespect to Great Ayton. That they've battled well tonight, and ultimately they wanted it more than us, which is the most disappointing thing for me. I know we've had numerous chances throughout the game, and if you don't score those chances, you don't win games. And it's just the longer that scenario went on, it became more difficult for us. And with that, the more you come under, it's susceptible to a chance, and they've scored a deflection off a free kick, and that's what's won them the game. But no, I'm massively disappointed, obviously. Coupled with a couple of injuries on the night as well, it's a disappointing night overall.
Yeah, I mean, from the outset of the game, obviously Whitby having a number of chances early on. It's one of them. You sort of knew 20 minutes in, it's going to be one of those nights, and ultimately it proved that way.
Yeah, we very early in the game, didn't we? We had a couple of chances. I remember Alfie Steele had a chance in the 6-yard box, and Leighton Watts has had a tap in, which is hit the crossbar from 6 yards, and you're thinking the worst from then on. But we obviously dominated the game in terms of possession, which I felt we were always going to, and that first goal was always going to be key tonight. And like I said, the longer it went on for us, and we didn't get that goal, we were always going to be an uphill task. And ultimately, we come out on the wrong side of the result. And, I just want a bit of fight from them. It's a competition they've obviously done well in last season. I wasn't here, but it's a competition with the holders of, and just take a bit of pride and try and get through the round, especially in these early rounds where you're playing these lower league division teams. And disappointing that we didn't do it.
Yeah. Obviously Stephen Walker started the game this evening, coming back from injury, and then back off with a reoccurrence just 20 minutes into the game, which is a big blow going into Saturday.
Yeah, if we'd have left him till Saturday, it probably would have been the same. It was one of those where he wanted to give it a go, and I think he might have got through 20-25 minutes before he did come off. And no, it was just, I think as soon as he opened up, wasn't it, and he squared that ball for Leighton when he hit the crossbar. You felt it straight away. Obviously it's a disappointing one for us, and a big player who's going to be obviously missing this weekend for us, and I hope probably for the week or two after as well.
Yeah, obviously disappointing. Then moving across the game, obviously the goal came in the 77th minute late on, and the free kick that it came from, it's unlucky for Nick Cranston, the fact it's taken such a deflection.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one. We were sloppy in the build up to it, I think, and I think it was give away the free kick, and the lads come through on myself as well on the striker, and I actually thought the referee gave a free kick against for us. But no, with those, like I said, that teams from these lower divisions are going to be playing for set pieces, and they didn't have any chances. I think they had a couple actually in the early part of the game, but other than that, they had a couple of corners and free kicks, and that was the only way they were really going to score in the end, and that's how it turned out, unfortunately.
In terms of set pieces, particularly sort of Whitby attacking them in that game as well, it just felt that Great Ayton seemed to win everything sort of in the air, didn't they, in those situations?
They wanted it more than us, and it's as simple as that. They were more aggressive than us, more dominant than us, and it's just that that will and that want to get to that first ball, and simply put, that they wanted it more than us tonight, and that's what's the most disappointing thing for me tonight. And technically, as players, I don't mind saying we're better players than them. Technically, physically, fitter than them. But I said before the game, if the attitude's not right in terms of that will to want to run, to want to defend, to want to attack and score goals, then if that's not there, then that the other side of it doesn't matter, and that's ultimately what let us down tonight.
Ultimately, very few positives from the evening, Gary. I suppose one is seeing Alfie Doherty come back from injury and get through 90 minutes.
Yeah, really pleased for Alf. Good to see him back, and he looked bright and bubbly on the night, and probably one of our most creative outlets going forward throughout the night. And it's good to have him back. Good to have another number in the squad to add to the weekend. Obviously, we've been short of numbers throughout the season, so no, any numbers we get back, especially with the few we've had injured tonight, is definitely pleasing.
And obviously positive in seeing Rocco Stamp get a first team debut as well after being promoted from the under-18s.
Yeah, definitely. It's you know, ideally, you know, I'd like to do that, and I've always said if these lads are good enough, and I don't see them often enough, but I've got plenty of people around in staff wise who do see these kids, and you know they do put these kids to me, and when nights like tonight, when you know numbers are short and we're mixing the team around a little bit, you know, I'll give them a chance, and you know it would have been nice to get them on earlier, and it would have been nice to win the game for them obviously, but it wasn't to be. But all the more pleasing to at least get them on.
Yeah, and a chance obviously to put it right on Saturday when Lancaster visit the Tobar Express Stadium. Ultimately be a very different lineup to what we saw tonight.
Yeah, obviously there was a few missing tonight, and that was with Saturday in mind obviously. It's just a reaction now. That's the only thing we can do. It's, you know, I think it's only Wednesday now, so 2 or 3 days in terms of recovery and making sure we're right for that. And yeah, it's just a reaction in going into that as positive as we can. You know, we've had a really positive seven games prior to tonight, and you know I don't want to let tonight you know have all that work undone for us. So no, we'll be all right come Saturday, and hopefully we'll get a good reaction out of the lads.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Thank you.